Welcome to all. In this video, we will see haploid plant production through anther culture, and also we will see production of doubled haploids. So anther culture. So the term anther culture refers the development of haploid plants through the in vitro culture of immature anthers during their stage of containing haploid set of chromosomes in its microspores. This is also referred as anther androgenesis or simply androgenesis. The anthers are collected from the early bud formation stage, that means immature buds, and the pollen grains were squeezed out in the slide and stained with stains like methylene blue, and the unicellular state of microspores are observed under the microscope. Then the anthers itself or the microspores taken out from the anthers are cultured in vitro in a special nutrient medium to produce the haploid plantlets either through direct or indirect organogenesis or somatic embryogenesis process. So once we produce the haploid plants, generally these haploids containing only n number of chromosomes, so hence they are have poor plant vigor and short in the stature and sterile since they cannot pair with homologous chromosomes during meiosis. Hence it is important to make them as a diploid. So generally spontaneous or induced chromosome doubling is carried out to recover the fertility, vigor, and the plants are called doubled haploids or dihaploids, simply called as DH. In spontaneous doubling, the haploids itself doubled their chromosome during the early developmental stages of in vitro culture. This is usually observed in cereals like rice and barley. Whereas in the case of induced method, the chromosome doubling agents such as colchicine, oryzalin, amphophosmethyl, that is called APM, trifluralin and nitrous oxide and pronomide, these kinds of anti uh, spindle fiber agents is used in the early stages of the haploid development. For example, in maize, the doubling of the chromosomes is carried out once the haploid plants are emerged in the early stage. Next, we have to identify the plants are really haploid. Since during image, if you go for anther culture, sometimes the regeneration occurs from anther walls which have diploid number of chromosomes. So we have to confirm it is really the haploid plants. So first thing is indirect approach. That means we can compare the in vitro developed plants with normal field grown diploid plantlets. Since already we discussed the haploid plants are short in growth and less vigor and sterile, so based on that we can easily confirm. And direct methods, we follow two methods. One is using classical cytological method. We take a small portion of root tip and crush it and observe the chromosome number directly in a microscope. And the second modern method is flow cytometry. Here we use the dyes like propydium iodide that can directly show the DNA content of the cells, from which we can easily identify the cells containing haploid set of chromosomes or diploid set of chromosomes. So here we use diploid chromosome cells as a control. So next we will briefly see the induced doubled haploid production through anther culture. So for that purpose, initially explant selection is important. We have to collect immature flower buds. So in the beginning we have to collect the flower buds, squeeze the pollen grains and stain with methylene blue and confirm it is really in the uninucleate microspore stage. That means it contains haploid number of chromosomes. And according to nature of plants or previous researchers investigations, we have to give certain kind of treatment such as low temperature treatment. We have to keep in 10 degree or 7 degree Celsius for 1 week to 10 days. That will enhance the success rate of haploid plant production under in vitro condition. So after the low temperature treatment, we go for surface sterilization. Follow the normal sterilization procedures such as we can go for mercury chloride or bleach for the sterilization purpose. Then we have to wash 4 to 5 times with sterile distilled water. After that, we have to carefully inoculate the anthers or microspores in the nutrient medium with plant growth regulators. So here we can use specialized nutrient medium such as N6, YUPA, or we can go for niche and niche medium, and we do some certain kind of pre-treatments to induce the androgenesis. After that we go for plating the anthers. Then we have to observe for the induction of callus or regeneration of organogenesis. So once callus produced, we have to go for microshoot production, then root induction, then we go for hardening of the plants. We can double the chromosome in the microshoot stage itself and before the hardening state, or we completed the hardening procedure and we can apply the doubling agents in the nursery stage itself. At the end, we have to evaluate the homozygosity by cytological test and phenotypic observation in the nursery or field conditions that may confirm the doubly haploid plants in our hands. Thank you.